Hey, Mind, Body, and Spirit family, it's Master Miller, and here we're going to be working on spin side kick.
Check this.
So, spin side kick. There are two different types of side kicks. So we've got our pivot side kick, our traditional side kick, and then we have our spin side kick. Now, the reason why I'm creating this separation is because if you watched our side kick video, what you see is, I'm gonna go this way. So we're here, bring it up, my foot's in this position, and as I extend, there's this turning, shifting that happens with your body. And that's it's your main power generation, is that twisting, pushing and pulling. And we're here, and boom, got that push-pull. With spin side kick, it is not that. That is not the main thing that gives us power on our spin side kick. So we're gonna create that separation right now, because I know some of you guys, I've seen you. And as you're doing this, you're here like this, turn, and I'll do it, I'll just here, and you bring your foot here, and then you kind of turn your body, and now I'm spinning this way, and then spinning the other way, so I've got two different spins. It's confusing. A lot of times what that turns into, we go like this, chamber, and then it becomes a round kick instead of an actual side kick. It's gonna push and drive through. Spin side kick launches your opponent. But if you're gonna do that kind of side kick, it doesn't really do anything. It has the wrong direction of force. Again, we have this turning motion. So when our spin side kick, so we're here, the first thing that we're gonna be doing is bringing our arms in. Boom. And this foot also at the same time is going to turn all the way around. Now with this foot turned, this is the side kick foot position. So I'm here, turning my arms, bringing them in, pivoting my back foot, looking over my shoulder. So from here, boom, that's one. From here, I keep my arms in tight and I want them to go this direction. Okay? So I get to here, boom. Coming straight up to this foot position. Why don't you come on over here? I want you to see what that foot position is going to look like. Okay? So we're here. I turn my foot, bring my arms in tight to my body, and from here, it's got a clean, straight shot. Turn, boom, an extension. So we're here, turning our body, leg up, and extend straight out. A lot of mistakes, so this would be another mistake people make, is I gotta go fast. And so they get here and they kick and their foot is going all the way around. So their hook, their side kick looks like a hook kick. Or they're doing this guy and their arms go flailing this direction to try to counterbalance themselves. Every kick, every technique has to come from a good stance, a good balance point. If I don't have balance, I can't really throw a lot of power into something and have the strength to then reinforce and drive the technique through the target. So, instead of going here, I get here, I can see my target, and then I'm gonna shift my weight onto this leg and then extend. There's balance and control. Okay, so again, we turn, I see the target, my weight gets shifted, then I can come down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Again, here, 1, 2, 3, and down. The arms can move a little bit, but we want to keep them tight, and what you don't want is them to come this way. You want to keep yourself here, because when you're kicking somebody, you want to have your hands always in between you and your opponent. All of our blocks, hands in between me and my opponent. When I finish a kick, hands in between me and my opponent. It keeps me safe. All right, one more time. So we're here. 1, shoulder leads. I'm looking. 2, 3, back and down. So for spin side kick applications, let me just give you a little bit here, and that is this. To lead off, if I'm fighting somebody, he's in a stance, I'm in a stance. This takes a while. Even if I'm good at it, that takes a while. As soon as I start to spin, he knows I'm gonna do something. So to lead off with a spin side kick, I would not advise. Now there are times and places and you can, but what's gonna be best, this technique can be used as a counter. Someone's coming in with a technique and you're spinning and protecting yourself from that technique and then giving another technique. So that spin is the movement you need to avoid a technique. Or like we showed, you're throwing a technique and to follow up, you'll use that spin side kick, okay? So application wise, I would not use this as an initial move because as soon as you start spinning, if they move forward, you're gonna be in trouble. If they back up, and now they're out of range, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna throw that kick, and again, you can be in trouble with that. So I'm gonna show you one of the drills that I use for our spin side kick. Again, side kick drills, we've talked about different drills you can do. You know, you're here, you get the turning of your foot, turning it. But again, this is a different side kick, different kind of side kick, different delivery system. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn all the way over. What you can do is start with, you just put both hands here on the wall. If you've got a bob, if you've got a bedpost, if you got whatever you got, use whatever you got. Put both hands on it. You can put one hand, but we'll get to that. So 2 hands up, foot here like this. I'm gonna lift my leg up. Now to get my knee here and extend. My knee comes in as tight as I can. If you can't touch the wall, it's okay. If you can only get here, that's fine. And then you want to extend. Okay, knee in tight, extend. Notice it's the heel that's driving this technique. Okay, now you also have the blade of your foot as well. Blade, heel, that's fine. But the important thing is your heel, blade is driving the technique. What you don't want to do is your knee move forward and now it's a round kick foot position. One of the things I'll do if you have a partner at home is you can put your hands on their foot like this, and then they have to push against, your hands are push against your body. So you're really getting that pushing motion from here, okay? So just again, bring your knee up and extend. Knee up, extend. The other thing you want stability, okay? So as you're here, you don't want this to come down and then up, all sorts of different things. We want to bring this straight forward. Get that control. There's other advanced variations if you want to do angles. We're not there yet. Okay, so both hands here. The second drill that I want you guys to work on, so we did both hands right here. Now I want you to have one hand here. But we're gonna start like this. So I'm turning my shoulder, I'm looking at my target, got this hand up. I want both hands up, but I got one hand up because I gotta use this for support. And from there, I'm just gonna bring my leg up and turn. My hips are turning. It's down here like this, up, turn, back, and down. Look, up, out, back, and down, okay? Turn, up, out, back, and down. Now, if you're feeling this, that can be something that you use as a strengthening drill. Literally just doing this, up, hold that, extend, hold that. If you want to do a couple of these up and downs to strengthen, you can do that. You just hold it there and count to 30 or 10 of my counts, whichever one comes later. Either way, this is a good strengthening drill, and also it's giving you that proper position. After you can do that well, then we need to take it by the number. 1, 2, 3, extend and down, okay? Turn, up, out, and down. After you get the hang of it by the numbers, again, if you're using a mirror, that's one of the best things you can do because you can see yourself, and then I have to see myself again before I throw the kick. Because we don't want to get in the habit of throwing the kick before I can see myself. So I'm here, and now we're going to start to work on your flow. Instead of doing it 1, 2, 3, and down, now I want to see the flow of the technique. So we're here, 1, 2, 3, boom, and down. Okay? No power, no speed. 1, 2, 3, boom, and down. Yeah. Now, one other thing I want to mention about the spin side kick is the lockout. When you finish a spin side kick, you don't want to go and bring it back like that. You don't want to snap back after a spin side kick, or a regular side kick for that matter. all of these are people movers. When you hit someone with a side kick, they should go flying. Okay? When I hit them, I'm going into them. I'm breaking bones. I'm going through, not touching them and pulling back. So make sure when you throw these techniques, you get that lockout all the way finished, not just it extends and snaps right back. Not a snap, full extension through the target. The last thing I want to do for consideration is when you're doing a spin side kick, start off slow, of course. Get the technique straight, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're stretching out beforehand, right? Okay, now on top of all that, then we got our lockout. After I got the lockout, then I have to go fluid, nice and smooth all the way through, keeping my balance. Then we add power, so now that strong finish. And then we can work on speed. Most people skip to speed. If you skip to speed, you will not master this. At the beginning of the video, we showed a whole bunch of different fun applications of spin side kick, jump spin side kick. There's a wave variation that I do. There's different where you can link it to other techniques. But again, this can only really be done after you've mastered the basics. So take your time and master the basics, okay? Go slow, one step at a time. Now, I already said last thing, and all my students will know that that never means the last thing, but targeting. That'd be another thing you gotta work on, is making sure you're hitting center line. I, once upon a time, had the mistake, and I threw that side kick. It was beautiful, and it skimmed right off of their body, and I landed completely exposed like this to someone who had their hands up. That is a bad, so you gotta make sure you're targeting solid. If you miss on this, it is dangerous. Now, if you do miss on this technique, one of the worst things you can do, because you got all this momentum, you're coming down and try to stop it. So I get here, I missed, I try to stop it. One of the best things you can do is just keep spinning. Just keep moving. Move forward and flow through it. Because you gotta get out of there. You gotta move and use that momentum to get yourself to safety or to throw another technique. But if you try to stop it, that's creating a pause, and a still stop target is much easier to hit. So take your time, work through the steps, work through the drills, and I love it if you guys, members of Mind, Body, and Spirit Taekwondo, send me a video. If you want to get critiques on this, send me a video. If you want to be one of our students, contact us, because we're taking new members for an online program, and you can send me your videos and I can give you the critiques to help you work through your spin side kick and all your other techniques as well. Alright guys, this has been Master Miller. It's been a lot of fun with you guys here for Mind, Body, and Spirit Taekwondo. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Check this.
No blooper. Dang it! I gotta stop giving you ammunition against me.
Oh, I've already got that video made.
So many.